Hello, boys and girls. It is I, Mrs. Clark. How are you today? I am here today to do a math lesson for you. I told you I would come back on Wednesday and do a math lesson for you. So I'm here today to do a math lesson. We're going to be working on the RDW strategy. I know a lot of you all remember that particular strategy. And I'm just going to briefly go over what our objective is. Our objective is going to be for us to solve, compare with difference, unknown problem types. So I'm going to turn this around so that we can quickly review the RDW strategy and go on into the start of our lesson for today. All right, boys and girls, so I told you our objective for today, and we're going to quickly review what RDW stands for. That is a strategy that we use to help solve our problems, especially our word problems. So R stands for read the problem. D stands for draw a tape diagram and label. W stands for write a number sentence and a statement that matches the story. So that is what RDW stands for. So you might hear me refer to the RDW strategy, and that's what I mean when I say RDW strategy. All right. So I want you to listen as I read the first word problem, and then we're going to go on into starting our lesson. Excuse me. Rose wrote 8 letters to her friends. Her goal is to write 12 letters. How many more letters does she need to write to meet her goal? Okay, I'm going to read that again. Rose wrote 8 letters to her friends. Her goal is to write 12 letters. How many more letters does she need to meet her goal? Now, I want you to listen to the key word that was in that sentence. What key word do you remember that we talked about that tells whether we're going to add or subtract? All right, you should have said more. So it says how many more. So we're going to be doing some adding. I'm sorry, we're going to be doing some subtracting. I'm sorry, y'all. All right. So anytime it says how many more, we're going to be, that's going to tell us that we're going to be doing some subtracting within our problem. And we're also going to be incorporating some addition as well. All right. So we're going to be using our tape diagram. Now, I know you all remember what the tape diagram is, but I'm going to draw one, because that is what we're going to be working on to set up our problem today. All right. So we know we start with the rectangle. And then put the triangle at the top. All right. So now I'm going to start to put in my numbers. Okay. So we know, let's go on and put in what we already know. We know that Rose wrote 8 letters to her friends. Okay, so we're going to split this box and we're going to draw a circle for each letter that Rose wrote. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So Rose wrote 8 letters. So that represents the 8. All right. Excuse me. Her goal is to write 12 letters. So 12 is going to go at the top because that is our goal. All right. And then we're going to write 8 in the box. All right. So our missing number is over here. So what we need to write, excuse me, what we need to find out is how many more letters does she need to write in order to meet her what? Her goal. Okay. So first thing we need to do, excuse me. So you see that my 8 circles represent the number of letters that Rose wrote. We know that she needs to get to 12, which is the goal. So the first thing that I could do is I need to figure out how can I get to the number 12? What could I do to help me be able to get to the number 12? What strategies could I use? Think about it for a minute. as you all know, the strategy that we probably could use would be for us to what? Count up. So if I start at 8, I can always count up, and that would help me to be able to identify the strategy. Identify the missing what? Number. Okay. So let's go on and label this R for Rose, because we know Rose has what? 8 letters. And then this is how many more she needs. Okay. So we've done the R strategy. We've already read the problem. Now we're down to the D, draw a tape diagram and label. So we just finished labeling. Now it's time for us to what? W, write a number sentence and a statement that will match the what? Problem. All right. So now since we know, we're going to count up. So we're going to say 9, 10, 11, and what? 12. So my missing number becomes what? 4. So my number sentence should be 12 minus 8 equals, and what's my missing number? 4. Okay. So how many more letters does Rose need to write in order to reach her goal? 4. She needs to write 4 more in order to reach her goal. Okay? All right. We could have also set it up as an addition problem. By saying we knew that Rose had 8 letters plus whatever her missing number was, and that was going to give her a goal of what? 12. So again, that would have still given us the mystery number of what? 4. So as you can see, I'm able to do an addition sentence as well as a what? Subtraction sentence. Now my statement should say Rose, my marker is about to run out, y'all, needs 4 more letters. Hold up, y'all. Let me change markers. All right. So I have my number sentence as well as my what? Statement. Let me go back right over this. So Rose needs 4 more letters. Okay. All right. Let's try another one. I'm going to go on and make my tape diagram ahead of time. All right. So here's my next tape diagram. This was our problem number 1. Now we're going to do problem number 2. Hopefully we'll have enough paper. All right. So let me read the story to you. One second. All right. Tamara collected 9 seashells on the beach. Julio collected 11 seashells. How many more seashells did Julio collect? Okay, so we already have our tape diagram, Drew, and we're going to put 9 seashells. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we're going to put a T for Tamara. All right. And then we know that Julio collected 11 We know that Julio collected 11 seashells. So we're going to label. Hold up, y'all. I lost my word problem. Hold up. I got too many sheets over here. Okay, here we go. Okay, so Julio collected 11. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And we're going to put a J for Julio. So now I'm in the process. I have already completed the read strategy, read the problem. Now I am in the D strategy, draw tape diagram and label. So I'm in the process of labeling. So let's see, Tamara had 9 and Julio had 11. All right. And my top number is going to go here. All right. What they want to know is how many seashells did Julio and Tamara collect? How many did Julio and Tamara collect? All right. So I'm going to write my number sentence because my missing number is going to go here. I have 9 plus 11. And if I count them, 9 plus 11 will give me what, boys and girls? 20. So 9 plus 11 will give me 20. 20 goes up here. All right. And my statement would say, Tamara and Julio have collected 20 shells. All right. And it's hard for me to write and talk. Well, talk and hold the phone, boys and girls. So that's why I was doing that. All right. Tamara and Julio have collected 20 shells. So notice the wording. How many shells did they collect? Okay. So they weren't doing a comparison. If I had said how many more shells, do you think I would have done addition or subtraction? How many more? Or if I had said how many fewer seashells did Tamara collect? So we know fewer means what, boys and girls? Less. And we know that more means what? Adding. Okay? So let me do one more, and then I'm going to post a couple of problems for you all to do at home with your parents. So I'll just flip this over. Hold on a second, y'all. We'll just flip. All right, so I flipped my paper over. All right, so let's do one of these together. And the one that we're going to do together is going to be it's going to be the first one that's going to be on your problems that I'm going to give you, okay? So let me first draw my tape diagram. So I already have it together. All right. Peter has 3 goats living on his farm. Julio has 9 goats living on his farm. How many more goats does Julio have than Peter? how many more goats does Julio have than Peter? Now, let me show you one way that you could set this up. We actually would have used cubes, Lincoln cubes in the classroom, but since you all don't have any Lincoln cubes, that's fine. But let me show you what you can do. Quentin. So here is Peter. That's Peter's 3. And then Julio has how many? 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so here's a good representation to help you out. So Peter has 3. Julio has 9. You can mark off the number that Peter has up against the number that Julio has. And that will help you get a start as to how many more or less that they're asking with the question. So it says, how many more goats does Julio have than Peter? Well, we know if we count the ones that we didn't cross off, that pretty much gives us our answer, correct? All right, so let's see. Let's go on and set up our problem. So we have 3 here, and we have we're going to put our question mark here, and no, I'm sorry, question mark doesn't go there. Question mark goes here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm just messing up all the way, y'all. So our question mark is going to go right there. All right, so I did our 9 at the top for Julio, our 3 at the bottom for Peter. So let's label Peter, Julio, 9, 3. So we have to find our mystery number. All right, so if you do it like I had it set up, Peter has 3, 1, 2, 3. Julio is 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Cross off the number that Peter has up against Julio's, and you are left with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we know let's see, 3 plus mystery number is going to give us 9. And our mystery number, either we could do it this way, or we could always count up 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. That would make 6. So our mystery number would be 6. Okay, y'all get that, boys and girls? All right, so it says, how many more goats does Julio have than Peter? 6. So Julio has 6 more goats than Peter. All right, so there we go. So that is my statement as well as my number sentence. All right, boys and girls, this concludes my lesson for today. Again, I will post a couple of problems for you all to work on at home. Again, parents, you all, once they are finished working those problems, you can either text those answers to me with those problems worked out, or you can take a picture of it and send it to me through Class Dojo. It is your choice. I just want to be able to know that the boys and girls are able to complete these problems on their own, okay? Thank you so much, and I truly appreciate you watching.